SHF Malenia. Let the sword pass by. There is the figure. Looking beautiful. When you open the box, you get yourself the instructions. This, and unfortunately, there is not a lot that comes with her, if not anything, really. Like, for $112, come on. Like, you get this. You literally get the stand as part of her accessories. What else does she come with? She comes with this, her sword, 2 pairs of normal hands, like no pair of the metal hands. You just get the sword and a handshaking hand. And that is really unacceptable, SHF. Like, the plastic feels cheap. I just don't know why there's so many SHF glazers out there. Man, sometimes the toy world is a bit weird. And you have to accept that a lot of the toy collectors are glazers of their favorite company. Except for Hasbro, because Hasbro keeps getting dogged on, and for the appropriate reasons. Okay, SHF Malenia articulation. Let's start with removing her sword and giving her the handshaking hand. Like, she's gonna shake your hand mid-battle. Like, welcome to my arena. I'm about to kick your butt. Let's shake. Okay. Starting with the head. The detail on the head is pretty mid. It's pretty okay. I wouldn't scoff at it too much. It's decent. She can look, I'm going to hold her real tight. Looking down that far, looking up that far, removing the hair upwards, makes her look up that far, using the neck. You know, I stand her up, she stands up like this, or she can look up that high. Okay, good. Genuinely, like, the hair doesn't, like, obstruct much. It's usually these 2, like, horns that she's got down here. She can look full 360. Just gotta move the hair a bit. Be really careful. She's got double joints, 2 ball joints on here. Moving more down, you got the arms. Let's do the good arm, because this looks full 90 or whatever. Up that high, got a butterfly, back, front, looks decent. Can do a full 360. Well, not really. You can remove this, but the plastic on the back is too brittle. I don't want to break it, and I do not want to do anything that will break it, because this was too expensive. You know, double bicep joint, I think. I really cannot tell. Can you do this? Can I do that? Nope. Okay, you can kind of just like about like there. Oh, no, what you can. Kind of. No. Yep. Okay, perfect. Whatever. Full 360. For the hand, it is on a barbell or something like that. You know, hinge. For the bat arm, prepare yourselves, because this is SHF engineering, people. No butterfly. Literally, that is it. That's like the equivalent of like those like $12 figures that you get at like Target for kids. Okay, this is all you get. You come out, no butterfly there. She can go up about that much. Go about that much. And pinned. Come on, SHF. Pinned? Like, I don't know, is that pinned or am I tweaking? Is it? No, it's not pinned. Okay, I'm tweaking. I'm about to like get canceled for making fun of them for a bit. Looks like it's pinned, but it's like it goes in there, you know, it's the joint is up in here, you know, it's up in there. I thought it was pinned. I'm about to tweak, but what I'm about to tweak about is this. I don't remember shaking my hand that way. I know that there's like, this is robotic, and I guess that you can do robot poses, but I do not remember her doing this in the game. I remember the arm like breaking, but it just like decouples from here and like it messes it up. Like, you know, she hits you so hard that like the gears are getting messed up. But I don't remember this. My gripes with this arm, it is gummy. Not gummy, this is gummy. It just flimsy, and with enough pressure, I'm 100% sure this is going to snap. If she takes a dive and hits there, it's going to snap. If it falls like that too hard, it's going to snap. It is double jointed, but because of the fact that this is like, you know, protruding out on both sides, it only allows her to do that much. Like I said, when you put the sword on her, you can like couple the sword on here. I'll show you that in a sec. You know, this is usual. You know, you put the sword on here like that, and then like in the game. Oh wait, no, huh? Okay, never mind. The sword is independent. I remember this being down here, and she like does this where it like comes out like that, where she can couple it so she can hit you real hard, and it not, you know, mess up her whole system in the arm. But yeah, it is independent. Like in the game, it's independent, but she usually puts it like on her like that so she can hit you hard. I have gripes with the sword too, don't worry. Flimsy plastic, feels cheap. Feels like bottle cap plastic, where if I bend it, it'll go white, and then it'll just never go back to its original shape. It'll just snap off. It's pretty big. It is a giant sword. Give me a second. It's not even in the full frame. It is approximately 7.5 inches tall, and the figure is approximately 7.5 inches tall, or 8-ish, a little more than 7.5. Okay, let's remove that because that is really annoying. Let's do the other hands. So the other hands consist of this hand, where she will just be like, you know, preparing to like absolutely slice you into pieces, you know, dynamic hand. Cool, I like it. And then we have her handshaking hand, you know, she's about to shake your hand before she absolutely sends you back to the corporeal realm after slicing you. And then she has the, you know, she holding her hand to her chest, you know, she has feelings for you type hand or whatever. I'm gonna keep it with this hand because it looks like she's gonna punch you too, but she's got, you know, she's like this, right? Yeah, the cape is on a wire. It took me that long. The cape is on a wire, you know, you can play with it. SHF does need to work on their capes because it never holds up. It genuinely never holds up. Or when it does, you know, there's just so much room here so the cape just like droops down. Yeah. The legs. With this one, you can just do that. You just like pull up her skirt. I'm gonna show you the legs real quick. So the legs got decent like articulation, like every other SHF. Can they go out? Yeah, she could do full split. Can she? Something's stopping her. I think it's it's the detail, because this leg is smaller than the other. The detail is very lackluster. Like you can see, like the, you know, What the hell is this? This is not scarlet rot. This looks like a fungal infection. This does not look like scarlet rot. SHF, you don't lack, you constantly lack painting experience. Like, they just stop the detail in parts that you know you're not going to see, but when you can see this. Double hinge, she has the whole, like, termite situation going on in her feet. Ankle pivot, at least they did that, you know. She, that much, can it just go down? Nope. Okay, the other one, it looks decent. They genuinely did not shade this gold. Of course they wouldn't. They did not shade this gold. Of course they wouldn't. Double hinge, same thing. Whole termite situation. Just like the most mid shading and detail ever. I'm genuinely getting tired of SHF, and I do not care if there are SHF glazes in here. This shit's too overpriced. I'm just gonna say it. It is way too overpriced. For the same price, I can get me a whole, like, fucking week's worth of food, man. Like, come on, SHF. Do better. At least give us more hands, or, like, throw in a flame effect, or at least do some good engineering with the arm, or give her something here. Come on, man. Like, or give it better plastic, or, like, something. Like, this literally came in the tray as, like, accessories. This is the stand. This should come free in the bottom of the box. Like, this came in the bottom, like, you know, like on the bottom of the shell. But this came in the accessory slot, man. Like, oh my God, I'm getting tired of SHF. I'm genuinely am. I'm about to tweak. So, like one of my favorite toy YouTubers would say, buy now, wait later, or wait for a deal? No, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Before we even do that, I'm going to rate this a 6 out of 10, or 7. I'm going to rate it a 7. 6.5 to 7 out of 10. It is a decent release. You're probably wondering why I didn't do any chest articulation. This is why I didn't do it. Because you don't get any. You don't get, like, anything, man. Well, you do kind of get that. But forward, not so much. I guess she's going to take, like, a dive in the pool, I guess. You could do that. But, like, yeah. Decent. I like it. Of course, SHF has to work on their capes because this is really ugly. I don't like that there's just a ball here where the wire just kind of like balled up and is attached to there. But who can complain? Who can complain but me? There's no detail on the fluff. At least shade it. Shade this too. This is decent. I'm okay with the color of this, but everything else is just too, like, dull colored, like no shading, just the plastic color, like just a couple, like a very lazy color palette. The only things that are okay are these belt pieces, but then after that, everything else is kind of dull. The shading is just like, they don't care. This is like the equivalent of, like, if Hasbro locked in, right? And this is what Hasbro would give you if they really locked in. And they kept to the $25 price tag. This is what it should be. This shouldn't be $112. But I got mine at a good price. $112 from Hobby Genki, shipping included. No, was shipping included? No, shipping was like $130. But it's a lot better than, is it? No, Big Bad's like $150, I think. And then, no. I'm tweaking. I don't know. All I remember is that Hobby Genki was like a better price for me. I think it was on sale or like a discounted, you know, in-stock discount because of too expensiveness and other stuff. Yeah, decent, good. Buy now, wait, no, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. I would say buy now because there will always be, you know, resellers or resell opportunity. It's a decent figure. It's not something you're just gonna be like, holy moly! It's like LPCZ Batman, where it's like just a chef's kiss. This is like mid. This is like if Hasbro locked in. And that's not saying that's saying a lot actually. It's saying a lot. Yeah, it's okay. It's genuinely okay. Lazy color palette, decent articulation. My only gripe is the arm, and if it dives, it's gonna shatter. And also no accessories whatsoever. Like, at least give us like a stand with like blooming flowers flying everywhere. You just give us the stand. Or I mean a display with blooming flowers. And also I didn't pose her with this because it literally is like this. And if you try to pull her leg out, this is like thicker plastic, so it just doesn't do anything. It's less malleable. So yeah. If you enjoyed this review, I will like, follow, because we're gonna review something I like a bit more. Oh my god, Dragon Man! We're gonna review that next. Thank you for watching, and drink your water, guys.